Introduction to Management Information System. Management Information System is a planned system of collecting, storing, and disseminating data in the form of information needed to carry out the functions of management. A management system is a set of policies, procedures, and processes used by an organization to ensure that it can be fulfill the task of required to achieve its objectives. A management information system is a computer system consisting of hardware and software that serves as the backbone of organization operations. An MIS gathers data from multiple online systems, analyzes them information, and reports data to aid management decision making. To the managers, management information system is an implementation of the organization systems and procedures to programmer. It is nothing but file structures and file processing. However, it involves much more complexity. Management information system is a system that is responsible for collecting, processing, storing, and distributing information that is needed for performing functions of management such as decision making. The management information system incorporates a collection of computer-based systems and certain procedures that implement first facilitating managers in decision making. Advantages of management information system. It facilitates planning. Management information systems improve the quality of plans by providing relevant information for sound decision making due to increase in the size and complexity of organizations. Managers have lost of personal contact with the scene of operations. Second, it minimizes information overload. Management information change system change the larger amount of data into summarized form and thereby avoid the confusion which may arise when managers are flooded with detailed facts. Third, management information system encourages decentralization. Decentralization of authority is possible when there is a system of monitoring operations at lower levels. Management information system is successfully used for measuring performance and making necessary changes in the organizational plans and procedures. Fourth, management information system brings coordination. A management information system facilitates integration of specialization activities by keeping each department aware of the problem and requirements of the and other departments. It connects all decisions centers in the organization. Fifth one, management information system makes control easier. Management information system serves as a link between the model planning and controlling. It improves the ability of management to evaluate and improve performance. The use of computers has increased the data processing and storing capabilities and reduced the cost. Sixth one, management information system assembles, processes, stores, retrieves, evaluates, and disseminates the information system. Disadvantages of management information system: highly sensitive, requires constant monitoring, budgeting of management information system extremely difficult, quality of outputs governed by quality of inputs, lack of flexibility to update itself, effectiveness decreases due to frequent changes in top management, considers only qualitative factors and ignores non-qualitative factors like moral of workers, attitude of workers, and so on. Features of management information system: it should be based on a long-term planning. It should provide a holistic view of the dynamic and the structure of the organization. It should work as a complete and comprehensive system covering all interconnections, subsystems within the organization. It should be planned in a top-down way, as the decision makers or the management should actively take part and provide clear directions at the development stage of the MIS. It should be based on the need of strategic, operational, and tactical information of managers of an organization. It should also take care of exceptional situation by reporting such as situations. It should be able to make, forecast, and estimate and generate advanced information, thus providing a competitive advantage. Decision makers can take actions because of such predictions. It should create a linkage between all subsystems within the organization so that the decision makers can take the right decision based on an integrated view. It should allow easy flow of information through various subsystems, thus avoiding redundancy and duplicate of data. It should do simply the operations with as much as practicability as possible. Although the MIS is an integrated complete system, it should be made in such a flexible ways that is it could be easily split into smaller subsystems and when they required. MIS reports in enterprise resource planning. Accounting the MS reports are divided into four categories. First one accounting reports, second one inventory reports, and third one management control reports, fifth one financial reports. Types of management information system reports. Accounting reports to obtain information on the financial position, operational performance, and economic activities of the business. The reports can be classified into five categories that are balance sheet, profit and loss account, cash flow and fund flow statement, ratio analysis, and outstanding reports. Second, statutory reports to determine the financial conditions of an organization as required by the shareholders, creditors, and government units. The statutory reports are subdivided into GST reports and EWB reports. And third, inventory reports to manage the inventory effectively since the actual status of stock items is obtained. The inventory reports are again divided into two categories that are stock summary and stock aging analysis. Management control reports to utilize budget, cost center reports, scenario reports, etc. for controlling activities. Management control reports again divided into seven categories that are receivables, payables, cost center reports, ratio analysis, cash flow, fund flow, exceptional reports. Last but not least, financial management information systems. Again, these are divided into seven categories: receivables, payables, cost centers, reports, ratio analysis, cash flow statements, fund flow statement, and external reports. Trial balance. A trial balance is a summary of all ledger balances to check whether the figures are correct and balanced. Considering that the journal entries are error free and posted correctly to the general ledgers, the total of all debited balances should be equal to the total of all the credit balances. In tally year time, the matching of the trial balance is a foregone conclusion since all vouchers entries are in debit credit formats and must be balanced at the entry point. To view the trial balance, go to the gateway of tally, then select display, then select trial balance. Go to gateway of tally, select display, click on it, select in display menu trial balance. The trial balance will be shown as below. Balance sheet. Balance sheet. A balance sheet is a financial statement that reports a firm's financial position at a specific time. The term balance sheet implies that a report shows the balance between the two figures. It shows a balance between assets and liabilities of a firm and the owner's funds. The fundamental accounting equation applicable is therefore assets equals to liabilities plus owner's equity. To view balance sheet, go to Gateway of Tally, then select your balance sheet and click on it. Go to Gateway of Tally, select to balance sheet, press on enter. Your balance sheet will be displayed as below. Profit and loss account. Profit and loss account is a statement which is prepared periodically to display the outcomes of a specific period of the business operation. The expenditure which is incurred during the reporting period is loss. Incomes earned in that particular period are recorded in the profit. On the basis of default primary groups, profit and loss account in Tally ERP9 exhibits the information. After each transaction or voucher is entered and saved, the account is immediately updated. In Tally ERP9, no special operation is needed to produce a profit and loss account. To generate the profit and loss account in Tally ERP9, go to Gateway of Tally, select profit and loss account, and press on enter. Start Tally ERP9, go to Gateway of Compare, Tally, select profit and loss account, press on enter. The Tally profit and loss account will be displayed as cash flow statement. A cash flow statement explains the inflow and outflows of each cash and cash equivalent by grouping them into operating, investing, and financing activities during the particular period of time. Cash flow statement is referred to as a post-mortem exercise or a method of historical financial analysis. It is used to identify all the factors which lead to change in the cash position of a business. So Gateway of Tally, then enter display, then click on cash flow and fund flows, click on cash flows, or finally press on enter button. Go to Gateway of Tally, select to display and press on enter. Then go to cash and fund flows. Next go to cash flow. Your cash flow statement will display as below. Ratio analysis is a very important tool of financial analysis. It is the process of establishing a significant relationship with the items of financial statements to provide a meaningful understanding of the performance and financial position of a firm. Ratio analysis is the technique of interpretation of financial statements with the help of various meaningful ratios. Ratios do not add any information that is already available, but they show the relationship between the two items in a more meaningful way, which helps us to draw certain conclusions. Comparisons with related facts is the basis of ratio analysis. Go to Gateway of Tally, select ratio analysis and click on enter. Your ratio analysis screen will be displayed on the screen. Books and reports. In Tally ERP9, after the entry of transactions, they are initially posted to the appropriate ledgers, registers, and books, hence assisting in a quick reporting and fast decision making. Books of accounts. The transaction details as entered are recorded in the books of account. Usually items are posted to several different ledgers, but all the transactions of the specific category are brought into a book of accountancy by Tally ERP9 to view and print. For instance, sales books records all sales and cash book records all the transactions flowing cash. Few examples of the books of accounts are sales registers, purchase registers, and cash books. A report displays few important reports and such as balance sheet, profit and loss account. Statements are accessible at main menu of Gateway Trolley, whereas other reports are accessible from display option at Gateway of Tally menu. Some salient features of our report displays on screen are discussed as follows. Operations at display screen. To get the respective reports display screen, choose the reports from the respective menu. Drill down, press enter at any record from any on-screen report to drill down level by to see the email intermediate reports, and finally each report to the lowest level of displaying their list of voucher forming the report. Books of accounts. Trace back. To trace back to the higher level report in the same route through which user has drilled down, press escape key. Voucher alteration. A voucher alteration may be selected and altered at lowest level where different operations linked like deletion or cancellation or alteration etc. of voucher can be carried out. Display configuration. To get the reports configuration screen which displays the option to customize the contents of the reports as required, click F12 configure at the report display screen. In accordance with the reports, the configuration of option varies. Report printing. The display reports can be printed on paper and it is displayed in a format which enables to drill down easily, whereas the reports which is printed from display is exhibited in the traditional format of books of accounts and statements. To print the reports which is shown in display at our display screen, click P print button to get the specific reports printing screen. The report printing screen consists of some main sections as follows. Printing info. The current printing info is displayed in the top section of the screen. These values can be reset through the configuration option printing button. Report title. The report title and title options activated or deactivated are displayed for information at the middle section. Report title can be reset by click T title button. Report configuration similar to the respective display configuration options. The default report printing option are displayed at the lowest section of the screen. The reports will be printed according to the option set as displayed. Changes the options as required. To reset the options, click no or type in at print yes no option. Click yes at print yes or no option to print the report according to the current options. Print preview. Print preview options enable to view the exact replica of the reports on screen. To get the preview of the report on screen, click I with the preview printing button. Daybook. The daybook lists all transactions made in a particular day and by default displays the last voucher entry date of a regular voucher. It could be also be set up to list of all the transactions made over a certain period. Transactions include all financial vouchers, reversing and memorandum journals, as well as inventory vouchers. In Tally ERP9, the daybook is by default displays for the current date as on the last date of voucher entry. However, you may specify the requirement period as per your requirements. Go to Gateway of Tally, Display, Daybook. The daybook will be appears as shown below. Receipts and payment account is a report of cash and bank transaction during a period. It is used in the place of income and expenditure statement. In other words, it is a consolidated summary of cash book prepared for the required prepaid period. It starts with operation balance with cash and bank and ends with closing balances of cash and bank. It does not take into account outstanding receivables and payables. It may be of capital or revenue nature and relating to the current, previous, and subsequent years. So long as they are actually received or paid, the receipts and payments account displays information based on default primary groups. It is updated with every cash or bank transactions or voucher entry. Go to Gateway of Tally, display receipts and payments. Here in the diagram, first we have to go to Gateway of Tally, then select to display as shown in the box. Then your display menu will be activated. Then select to receipts and payments as shown in the box. Then click on it or press on enter. You can have the receipts and payments account as shown in the last figure. Sales register. Sales register displays the monthly summary of sales transactions and closing balances. The list of transactions pertaining to each month can be viewed by selecting the month. You can change the display according to the information required. Go to Gateway of Tally, display, account books, and sales registers. So in the figure, you can show view Gateway of Tally, then click on display. Your display menu will be displayed. In the next page, select account books in the display menu in the checkbox. Then you can have the account books. In the account books again, select to sales registers. Then your sales register will be displayed as in the last figure. Purchase registers. A purchase register displays the information on the periodic purchase of a business concerns. Purchase registers helps in analyzing the details of movement of purchase goods to various godowns on the basis of with which stock movements at each godown is determined. You can also view the column registers for purchasing. You can view this information in a browser. Purchasing returns made during a period during a year can also be traced. The parties to whom purchase returns have to be made and the causes thereof can be analyzed to draw conclusions on the suppliers and the quality of purchase made. For this purpose, go to Gateway of Tally, select display, then select account books, then select purchase registers. So in the first photo, we are having the Gateway of Tally window. We are selecting the display. Then second, we are having the display window. We are selecting the account books. Third, accounts book window is there. We have to select register purchase registers. Then click on it. Your purchase register will be displayed as shown in the last photo. Bills receivable. A bill of exchange can be either bills receivable or bills payable. When a drawee account a bill and sends it back to the dryer, it becomes a bills receivable to the dryer as money is receivable on the bill. Therefore, it can become so an asset to him. On the other hand, it becomes a bill payable to the dryer if money is payable by him on the bill, in which cause it is a liability for him. The dryer can make use of the bill in one of the following ways. Retain the bill till the date of maturity and collect the money from the dryer. Endorse the bill to his creditors, discount the bill within banker, sends the bill to the banker for collection. Display receivables. Bills receivables is a bill of exchange on which payment is expected to be received at the later date. Bills receivable report in Tally ERP9 displays all the outstanding receivables during a specific period. To view the receivables screen, go to Gateway of Tally, display statements of accounts, outstandings, receivables. The bills receivable screen is displayed as shown. So to get the bills receivable registers, go to Gateway of Tally and select display option. In the display menu, select the statements of accounts. Again in the statements of accounts, so select the outstandings. Again in the outstanding display, select the receivables. Then press on enter. You can have the bills receivable display as shown below. Bills payable. Accounts payable is money owed by a business to its suppliers, shown as a liability on a company's balance sheet. It is a distinction from notes payable liabilities, which are debts created by formal legal instruments documents. The contents of personal finance and small business accounting. Bills payable are liable such as a utility bills. They are recorded as accounts payables and listed as current liabilities on a balance sheet. Bills receivables is a bill of exchange on which payment is expected to be received at a later date. Bills receivable reports in daily Tally ERP9 displays all the outstanding receivables during a specific period. Go to Gateway of Tally, select a display, select statement of accounts, select outstandings, select payables. In this diagram, we can know how to get the bills payable. So in the first screen, we are having the Gateway of Tally window. There select display option and press on enter. Automatically the display menu generates on the screen. Then in display menu, select statements of accounts and press on enter. Then automatically statements of accounts generated. In the statement of accounts, select the outstandings, press on enter. Then you can have the payables option, press on enter. Then your accounts payable may be displayed on the screen.